Hello everybody, welcome back to INSANEBRIT Gaming. I'm the INSANEBRIT and it's about 3 in the morning. Yes, I know I'm doing this crazy time. But I just want to give you my thoughts and opinions on E3 2019, EA's Play press conference. I'm not going to speak massive details about it. There's a lot of games that I have no interest in and stuff like that, so I can't really comment on every single thing. I'm just going to talk about mainly FIFA. And I'll talk about the new Star Wars game as well. And I'll just go give you my 2 cents about what games are coming out as well that they threw out there. First and foremost, I'd like to say it's kind of weird, EA, this year. I have low expectations, and whatever they come out with was going to be a bonus, maybe some surprises. We have Xbox later on today, of course. So yeah, I wasn't that optimistic, just a little bit hopeful, especially with Sony not being there. It feels like there's a lot less people there, and I kind of feel sorry for you if you're just there for the first day, because there's only about 4 or 5 games to actually play, and it's all about that Xbox, the big one. Maybe we'll see a lot bigger crowd and stuff like that. Of course, Xbox have their own show over the road, so it'll probably be a bigger venue. It's kind of funny to see them on the outside this year. Maybe this is just EA doing it, but I assume it's going to be everyone doing this. But I don't know. I mean, Xbox, of course, have their own show, so it will be different because they have their own thing across the street, as I said. So anyway, before I get on to Star Wars and FIFA and some details there, of course I do the Road to Glory now, and I've been doing the FIFA Sims, and I will continue to do so for as long as I can. Let's talk about some of the other things. Sims I'm not really interested in. I had experience of Sims years ago. I think this new one in particular is like is Sims 4, and it's like an island paradise or whatever. You know, there were so many costumes and customizations. I noticed an elevation of girls screaming over Sims 4 coming out, so I suppose it's mostly a girls game. I don't really know. I played it once years ago, and built a house, or was building a house, put some stairs in, tried to date a chick or something, or chat up a girl or something, gave her all 3 punchlines, and she rejected me. I'm like, what the fuck? So fuck this game. No, but the building aspect of it was long and drawn out and just took forever. It's not my cup of tea, it's not my thing. But whatever, it's there, and people seem excited about it. I know that it's been a long time since there's been one released, I believe. I don't know, I haven't really heard too much about it. Anyway, they had Madden. They focused a lot on Madden. I felt, even showing you some gameplay, a lot of gameplay compared to what they did FIFA. I'm not saying Madden's a bad game. I just didn't personally find that particularly interesting, or like it's not my thing. I'm going to pick up. If you're a Madden fan, I'm sure you'll enjoy it, no doubt. But yeah, they did focus a lot of their time on that. Again, I can't really give you details because I wasn't really paying too much attention. I found myself going off like on like just talking about random stuff or zoning out when the people were talking. So if anything, my one criticism was of E3 wasn't enough gameplay for my liking, especially FIFA. They didn't reveal anything specifically. Well, they didn't go into mass detail. I wanted to see a lot more gameplay, you know. But the hosts were okay. Greg Miller got a little bit annoying with his trying to hype things up a little bit, but overall the hosts were a lot better this year, and there was less cringy moments. There was probably 1 or 2, but that's just a given, isn't it? But it was just less likely this year, I felt. Um, so what else we got? We had 2, which I felt was disappointing. Is Apex Legends releasing a new legend? Tried to show an animation of the character that came out. I wasn't sure if it was a boy or girl. I don't even know. I think it was a girl. Not really interested in that. And I felt it was just like an expansion pack, season 2 or 3 or whatever it was of the actual game. And I felt it was kind of just disappointing. A new character, a new game mode, and I think some new weapons or something. But it weren't all that it was cracked up to be. They went on forever about that, and like I said, most people in the chat, and luckily I wasn't the only one, so I'm not in the minority here. A lot of people were like, what the fuck, who gives a shit? Again, that's just my opinion. I didn't care for Apex Legends. Again, they continued this kind of route with Battlefield V or 5, which I didn't pick up for various reasons, mainly political. But anyway, and then they tried to smash in a load of maps for that, like, oh, here's an expansion for that, this is what you can do. And I've done the urban warfare, which I kind of liked in that little, I always like urban warfare in houses and buildings. That's always close combat scenarios. That's really cool to me, that kind of environment. I do enjoy that aspect of it. I haven't got the game, I have no plan on picking it up, and I won't be buying the DLC, but that's just me taking note of the actual map itself. There was a couple of maps, of course, and then you had, they talk about, you can fly around and all the rest of it. But I thought to myself, this is just a fucking map pack. This feels like a waste of time to advertise this and Apex Legends at the actual conference. Like, who gives a shit? Give us new games. I don't really care about that. In particular, And again, that's just, I'm not saying Battlefield's a bad game or the gameplay isn't good. It's just not saying I'm interested in it. At the end of the day, it's a map pack or an expansion. I don't really care to hear about that. And basically what they were offering, or what they said, from what I could see, was just essentially Battlefield that I played in Battlefield 4 and whatever the other one was after that, Battlefield 1 or whatever. It didn't really offer anything new to me. There was always planes in it in the past couple of games and stuff. So meh. So that was little bit lackluster for me. Whatever. Um, Now, I think that was about it essentially. Other than I'm going to go into detail about FIFA, of course, but I'm going to talk about Star Wars. Star Wars game I've always wanted. Well, I've just recently got into Star Wars over the past 1 or 2 years, thanks to Real Huggable Panda, and I enjoyed those movies. Some are obviously better than others. I like the new Star Wars movies as well. Don't hate me. Wasn't a big fan of the Last Jedi ending kind of thing, whatever it was. Was it called The Last Jedi? I don't remember, but you know what I mean. The last one where everyone hated the ending with Skywalker and everything. And so I was interested in playing the last Star Wars game that came out, and then I think the story was shitty or only so many hours long, like 2 or 3, 4 hours long, something crazy. And I was like, no, I'm not paying 50 quid for that. I know a lot of people love the online aspects of it. I get it. Then they had the loot box situation. I wasn't touching it. Wasn't touching it. Wasn't going to promote that shit. That's just my general opinion. And of course, they're making a story-based game. I think it's got online. I suspect it will do, but it's got a main story, and that's what they were promoting this year. And I don't know how long it is or any kind of massive detail like that. But from what I saw of it, but the level they picked for some reason was dark. I know that when I play a game and then you compress a file and then you upload it or release it, unless I'm playing it I mean, you could argue if they were live streaming it right there and then, it would have looked a hell of a lot better. But they picked a dark environment, and it was too dark for me. So when I play a game on my television, it's bright and everything, right? Even my old television. When I put it on YouTube or whatever, it compresses the file and it makes everything look not as good, not as detailed, and that's just the way it is. Unless you've got some kind of 4K, record it in 4K, then it'll probably look pretty decent. But or a badass PC, 2, 3, 4, 5 grand PC, whatever. But so I thought, why did they pick this map? It was very dark, and I didn't like that aspect of it. I thought they could have picked a better map or area to show us. Um, the lightsabers were pretty cool. I like, but the character movement I noticed was stiff. I mean, if you look at other games, they do it a lot better, like Assassin's Creed and Monster Hunter. If you've seen me play that, the character movement was slightly off, too stiff and rigid for me. Wasn't as smooth. I don't know why that is. Hopefully they correct that before the game actually comes out. So the animation wasn't that great. I love the fact that you had the lightsabers look cool when you could deflect shots off of the bad guys as stormtroopers or whatever. I don't know if they were stormtroopers. I can't remember exactly because there was so much to take in. But yeah, so I kind of like that aspect of it, and you can earn skill points as well, which you can probably upgrade your lightsaber. You can, skills, new moves, and stuff like that. Deflecting, well, as I said, there's already deflecting bullets back, or maybe just blocking directly. So it's going to be some cool elements there. And of course, I saw a little bit of the person using the actual force in itself. So you can use the force, and probably you'll get more powerful as the game goes on. So that's kind of interesting, and maybe you're able to elevate things and throw things across rooms and stuff like that using the force and stuff. So that was I like the idea of that. It isn't too bad. It's pretty standard, but I like it. It was interesting to me. So yeah, unlocking new abilities and moves, like I said, and using the force. And of course they showed like some other robots or mechs or whatever it was. I don't know. You're gonna kill me for the terminology, but saw some like kind of battle machines or whatever the hell they are, going after the main character or whatever at certain points in time in the map as well. But like I said, just wish they would have showed a better map really, but whatever, it is what it is. So yeah, that was my thoughts on Star Wars. Pretty good. I mean, it's worth picking up to me right now. I'm thinking it's worth picking up. As long as we get that story, that's all I was really worried about. Well, my main concern is having a story. I don't care for the online aspect of it. I can buy any other one of the Star Wars games, Battlefront, whatever that came out, whatever, last year. All right, the next one, or the last thing I want to talk about, is FIFA 19. So I'm going to jump in at Street Football. Now, FIFA Street was a great game. I very much enjoyed it. Very much a niche. Not that it wasn't a good game and brilliant or whatever, but it was too limited. It felt like it was just the same thing over and over and over again. No longevity to it, I felt. No story or whatever. So it was there, and you don't want to have to put something into production to go full scale. And if it could go full scale, but if you're not willing to put the time and the effort into the game, and of course they want to make a series of most games, it ain't really going to sell that well, or it won't sell as much, and you know it's a whole lot more production costs or whatever else. And street football is a cool element of football, obviously. And then they took away the story element this year of this year's FIFA, because we've had three stories of Alex Hunter, so kind of ended his journey. I don't even know where it ended right now. I would like to have seen him gone to maybe the World Cup or something, and who knows, you know, progress that way. But of course, yeah, and then see him maybe have a come down and make bad decisions and stuff like that, and muck up his career, and you know elements like that in the footballing world, which would have really been realistic and stuff, which generally does happen. But again, this is an EA game plus FIFA. This isn't about real life and telling stories. This is about FIFA, family friendly. You know, you're not gonna have Alex Hunter, you know, shows up late for training because he was found drinking on a bench in a park, or you know, a prostitute stole his money or something. You're not going to have anything like that. So you kind of understood that concept. So that went away, and they kind of replaced it with street football, which I think's a smart move. I think it adds a new element to the game, and that might become an actual an esport itself, perhaps. Who knows, or have its own place in the universe of FIFA and the online aspect of what they do with it. FIFA Ultimate Team wasn't really talked about too much. That's what I found disappointing. Not that I'm into Ultimate Team. Didn't speak about that. Or they said they were going to later on. It gave you a couple of dates when they were going to go into that, and I'm like, what the fuck, man? Give us something about the story mode. They didn't really give us enough for my liking. They gave us details, but they did not give us enough visuals, and you know, I needed a bit more detail about, you know, oh man, the season mode and what they're going to do with that. So they have changed a lot. Let me go down the details here. I've got an article here. EA Sports FIFA 20 on PS4, Xbox, PS4, PC introduces football intelligence, a complete gameplay rethink that unlocks a deeper level of football realism. Okay. Wonder if they have VAR. And I think that'd just be a standard thing that they put in there, and I don't think it's going to make much difference. They'll always make VR right, and the referee probably got it right all the time, like they did last time. At least I feel. Um, with the new authentic game flow, user-controlled decisive movements, and enhanced ball physics system, you'll be put to the center of the key moments in each match you play in FIFA 20. Sorry if I'm breaking up a little bit here in my sentences. I don't know what the fuck's wrong with me. Then again, it is about 3:40 a.m. right now. Authentic game flow. Authentic game flow gives AI control players an increased understanding of time, space, positioning on the pitch, placing more emphasis on user-controlled playthrough, new dynamic one-on-ones, enhanced AI defending, and natural player motion. Okay, so they're going to make the one-on-ones more interesting, and enhance AI defending, making it a little bit tougher. This includes dynamic one-on-ones built using the game tempo from the world's best leagues, and overhauled game flow offers more true-to-life spacing and pace of play, resulting in more one-on-one opportunities, putting emphasis on the user-controlled decisive moments. So basically Messi beating everyone. Now, in FIFA, like the one I'm playing now, obviously FIFA 19, I do notice there's a lot of one-on-one, especially with the right back and the wingers, like, you know, like Messi or whatever, and, you know, I do one or two tricks and I bypass them, you know, or whatever, and, or I have to cut inside to get past him. It's kind of interesting that way. I have noticed that at certain times, and that's interesting. So now you're going to get more of that. I'm definitely interested to see what Messi can do on the ball on that right-hand side. That's going to be interesting. AI defending, an overhaul of the positioning and tackling system that creates an environment for AI to better complement the user-controlled player. Oh, I see. Wait, user-controlled player. AI will offer intelligent defensive support while rewarding and advantaging user defending. So, basically, you'll be able to tackle better, and you'll get more support when actually defending. Natural player motion. With locomotion, literally locomotion, and positioning innovations, AI moves in a more natural and composed fashion than ever before, creating a realistic football movement for all players on the pitch. So they're going to be in the right positions, and you're going to have to work your way through, work your way around them, because they're going to be in decent positions naturally. That's kind of cool. That's not bad. Again, it's all about that realism, you know. There was criticism last year about if it gets too real, but you're going to take all the fun out of it. But to me, Hasn't it's all about realism, and it hasn't taken the fun out of. I'm actually enjoying myself. Lead gameplay producer Sam Riviere talks in depth about the innovation gameplay features coming to FIFA 20. What else we got down here? Decisive moments give you more control over the movements that determine the outcome of a match, from composed finishing in the final third to controlled tackling at the back. Along with new strife dribbling and set piece refresh, you'll have increased input in the key stages of each game. Okay, so Strife Dribbling is the new Strife Dribbling mechanic, adds more dimension to attacking options, enabling you to move with more agility than ever to lure your opponent in before beating him with a speed or skill. So Ronaldo taking someone in and bypassing him, etc., etc. We all love those moments. Controlled tackling. Use the active touch system. User-controlled defending is an advantage and rewarded through a variety of new tackle animations, which it's always cool to have new animations. The cleaner the tackle, the higher the likelihood of retaining possession of the ball. Oh, I see. So rather than stick your foot out and put it out of play or whatever, the better it is, the more you'll keep the ball after winning the challenge. Set piece refresh is also added in. A system refresh gives deeper options for aiming, direct free kicks and penalties, and introduces a more skill-based mechanics for ball striking that are more rewarding than ever. Now, I did see some footage of the actual free kicks that they were taking. You place the ball where you want to place it, and then you you direct what way you want to spin it, like a clock, right, left, up, down, whatever, and then you put as much power into it as you want, and then it does it. It's like a simplistic way of doing it, and I kind of like that. I found myself, I used to score great free kicks on the FIFA 17, possibly 18. FIFA 19, could I score, could I fuck out of a set piece? You never see me score them. It's a miracle, unless I just went on YouTube and learned how to take them, and I haven't done that, and I should probably. Would have made a goal of the week a lot more interesting. But whatever. So that's Strife Dribbling controlled. Oh yeah, set piece refresh. Composed finishing. An overhaul in the fundamentals of shooting will give a more consistent and clinical finishing, creating a more true-to-life shooting experience that better rewards authentic finishing and offers risk and reward in more difficult situations like volleyed crosses. So, hold on. An overhaul in the fundamentals of shooting will give you more consistent clinical finishing, creating a more true-to-life shooting experience. Well, the L2 button where you hold down and then you like hit a volley and it's like gives you extra power. I kind of didn't like that about the other FIFA 19. It's there, and I think I've used it one or two occasions, but it's not something that I particularly cared for or felt that game needed. I was happy with the way it was before, you know, just general finishing. I did see somebody, the guy who gave an interview, said basically players were complaining about find the shot or they couldn't finish or beat the keeper, and I thought that doesn't make a lot of sense to me because I just assumed the goalkeepers are really good because I've always finished. I 9 out of 10, well, about 8 out of 10 finish the ball off, put it in the back of the net. The goalkeepers are just semi-decent. I mean, I did play on semi-pro, I played on professional, but even on world-class when I was playing it like that, like ages ago at the beginning, I could still score. So I'm just amazed that people are complaining about that. I don't know why, but there you go. Ball physics. The new ball physics system elevates gameplay in FIFA 20 to a new level of realism, offering new shot trajectories and more realistic tackles, interactions, and physics-driven behavior. So obviously physics and all that, you're going to go down, realistic tackle interactions, that's cool. Trajectories, of course, is how much power and distance and stuff like that you're going to have to do, or judge to hit the ball to get it on target and score a goal, whatever, and then you've got the keeper to beat as well, so that's going to be interesting. Football-informed motion. Wow, they've got a lot of things like added, it's ridiculous. They've overhauled everything, haven't they? The overhauled motion system introduces more authentic ball spins and bounces that plays out with more realism than ever before, creating a more true-to-life football experience. New shot trajectories. With a new ball motion system, a variety of realistic and trajectories are unlocked, from technically dipping shots to knuckleball, never heard of those, okay, to swerve set pieces and first-time rising shots. Yeah, I have read that right. First time rising shots. Okay, so when you hit the ball, it obviously rises. It's like just a punt, basically, from what I can tell. Oh, okay. And that is essentially... Hold on, how long has this video gone on for? Wow, about 20 minutes. that is essentially the article in itself. I thought it went on actually because it just seemed like I was going on forever, didn't it? So we've got dynamic one-on-ones, we've got AI defending better, natural positioning. Um, we're gonna have like the ball motion and everything gonna be bouncing around more realistic and stuff like that. Shot trajectories are going to be a little bit different, stuff like that. Again, you have to get used to those. Tackling is going to be improved as long as you do a clean tackle kind of thing. Nothing said about the goalkeepers now intelligent. They're going to be rushing out and stuff like that. I'm very happy about the free kicks. I think that very much needed doing. That's just my own personal opinion. A lot of you might go, "What the hell are you talking about? I take them all the time and score them." I don't. I just don't. I think they're going to be a lot easier, hopefully for me. It's going to be a bit more interesting for me, and especially goal of the week and stuff like that. But yeah, FIFA 20 is something I'm going to be pre-ordering. I'm definitely going to be down for that, like fucking straight away. We'll be doing hopefully FIFA Road to Glory and FIFA Sims. Hopefully they got that ability for allow me to still do that. Because I do worry about that. I do actually worry that they take that away one day and then we'll be fucked. And then, it'd be like, well, we haven't got that anymore. That kind of sucks. But hopefully they've got that in there. I hope to God obviously they're going to still keep Champions League music because they've got the rights to it. And I'm hoping to God they haven't said this yet. I'm hoping it comes out in a few more days. Maybe you guys will know more than me. If because I haven't looked heavy deep into it. I haven't been, and they haven't really showed it. Like I said, E3 not really a lot of gameplay what I've seen in the conference and stuff. But I'd like them to come out with a different commentary team, maybe Gary Neville and someone else, Robbie Savage teaming up with someone, just someone different, man. I'm sick and tired of hearing Alan fucking Smith and that other dude. Um, you know, it's just boring. Or if you're going to keep the main dude, please get rid of Alan Smith and replace him with something else. Just someone, man. Just drives me insane, that commentary team. So in conclusion, it was a weak opening for I think for E3 this year. EA started off with only 5 games or whatever it is, which is fine. But then most of them were Apex and just subsidies added on. Like, oh, he's the Apex Legend. Here's the Battlefield thing. Didn't really like that shit. That was kind of crappy. Overall, I'm happy about FIFA, the way it's going. Lots of innovation stuff happening. Lots of things added. Can't wait to see what they do with the career mode or whatever. That's going to be very interesting as well. There's probably a lot more information that I've missed and you guys have an opinion on as well. Star Wars, again, I'm looking forward to it. It's got a story. I'm interested in playing it right now until any other information comes out that says it's complete shit or it's only 4 hours long, but that won't change. Don't expect me to get anything right about the characters or whatever, because I know nothing about the fucking lore. I'm just a guy who, wants to play a Star Wars game story mode. So yeah. Looking forward to Xbox today. I will be watching that, writing some notes. I expect Xbox to, obviously the only real big company there in respects to console-wise, so I'm expecting them to slay it. 14 games already confirmed that they're going to be coming out exclusive. Whether they are big games or indie games, I don't know. Because just because they're exclusive don't mean they're all going to be good. I'm sorry, that's just the way it is. Or games that I want to play. We know Gears, we know Halo's going to be there. Definitely looking forward to seeing more of that. I got to get cracking on my Halo series as well. Already Halo 1 and 2 done. Looking forward to Xbox later on today. Let me know in the comment section what you think of my commentary on this. Do you agree? Do you disagree? What games are you most excited for? Definitely looking out for Call of Duty, another game I'm definitely going to be playing because it will have a story as well. Plus, you'll see me in multiplayer as well. This week, I was going to release. I was a bit hectic or hesitant to release anything based on the fact that everyone will be busy with E3 and talking about that. So thank you for everyone who watched my Road to Glory. I'll probably release this video along with goal of the week, and then I will finish off Batman this week. I was going to go to God of War. I will finish off Batman. I want Batman gone and dusted, and then next week we will be starting God of War on the PS4, guaranteed. No bullshit. It is happening. I hope you guys enjoy it. I hope you enjoyed this Road to Glory that I started up, because I'm really happy with that, the way it's going. I'm going to keep on playing that. I have to add new players. I'll sign Hazard next week, and a bunch of other players that I said didn't sign for Madrid actually have, and I've got to buy them, or I've got to get them on loan, because I think the transfer window closed. It is what it is. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please like, share, comment, and subscribe. Follow me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can donate to my page via the donate here button for monthly or just a one-time payment. It's up to you to help support this channel. And I will try to have a food review out for you next week. I don't know what it will be. I don't know. I just find something online and I'll try and hopefully it entertains you. I don't know. It depends. I have no idea. Anyway, guys, I will see you next time. Thanks so much for watching.